Everybody, and welcome to Paper Crafting with Tammy. Thank you so much for stopping by my channel today. It is awesome to see you here. I have a great project for us today that we're going to start on in just a minute. If you haven't done it yet, take a minute and hit that big red subscribe button so you see what else I've got for you next time, and let's get started. Hey paper crafting friends, I just wanted to say good morning and tell you how excited I am to be bringing you part of the series this month that is the Kiwi Club collaboration for October. So I'm going to be using this kit today, and look at these wonderful templates, and I'll move this in just a second and show you what they look like. But this is what we're going to be playing with. And I've got some of the cards pulled out, and then these really fun new tree templates. And then the palette that I have chosen to work with today is this set of papers. So I've got some really fun cards that I'm going to be using. This tree paper. This is a really great little piece of plaid. This bright orange, and then I'm going to use a deep brown for the background. I have some recent pictures of a trip to the pumpkin patch with my granddaughter, and this is going to be perfect. The back of that really beautiful orange is this really fun argyle. So I am going to start getting a layout put out with some templates, and then we'll get started. All right, so let's take a quick look at how I laid this out. And I'll give you an idea of the templates and things I used in case you want to grab some and create along with me. I know when we do these monthly collaborations, you've got a lot of videos to watch. And I know people are hopping from video to video and checking everything out. So make some time to come back and take that time to go through a layout and really start using that club kit if you are a member. If you're not, you can always find information about the Kiwi Clubs down in the description. And I just want to remind everybody to hop along, use those links that are down in the description box, and check out all of the videos, leave comments on each one so that you're entered to win the drawing for the month. And I wish everybody really great luck. So for this layout, what I used here, this larger border is McKay Blvd 3A and 3B. And then I took our Happy Trails, this is one of our fun borders, and I layered that right on top. And I will show you just kind of a tip for getting that one cut in a really efficient way. So stay tuned for that. I've got a lot of photos on this. I always have tons of fall photos, so I wanted to make sure I had plenty of room. So I'll share those sizes in just a minute. Over here, I took our a la carte vintage and I just tucked it right underneath the edge of that McKay Blvd 3B. And I layered a couple of the new trees and their tree trunks. And I just wanted to be able to do this in a way that the trees will really stand out. So these new trees are so fun. I love them. Went through some of my other templates and I pulled out a couple of other a la cartes. This is an a la carte wagon from a previous club kit. This is the a la carte pumpkin and a la carte gourd. And then up here I've got autumn. This is from our autumn accessory. This is autumn 2. And then this leaf here is from the Tiny Holiday set. It's Tiny Holiday 2T. And then the photo mats, I've got 2 4x4s, 2 4x5s, and a 4x6. Those are all from the regular photo set. And then from the mini photo set, I've got 2 of the 3x3s. So I have some really wonderful papers in mind for this layout, and I will pop back on and share with you all of those paper substitutions I made and show you how this all comes together. All right, so just a quick tip. As I went to trace this Happy Trails 3A and 3B, I just wanted to make sure that you can see that these will, even though they're really curvy on both sides, they do nest right up against one another. so that you can trace those really easily. I would also move them down just a bit on your paper or into the side, however you're doing it, so that you've got this extra piece of scrap that's large enough to use as a border piece later. And then when you go to do this, I would actually do a straight trim here. So you've got a piece and a piece that you can use for a future project, and then go ahead and trace and cut these to use on this particular project. Just a heads up. All right, I had so much fun choosing the paper from this month's kit. Holy cow, a lot of fun stuff to choose from. So for this largest border, I went ahead and picked this big print. Absolutely love these trees, and of course I'm going to be using them over here, and I wanted to bring them in another way. So I've got those to do the McKay Blvd 3A and 3B. And then I really wanted that the Happy Trails to really pop on there. So remember, that's Happy Trails. That's also 3A and 3B. So I chose this really beautiful bright orange, and the back side of it is this gorgeous argyle. And I kept trying to decide what I wanted to use. But I really like the way that turned out with that really pretty orange on top. And then for the vintage, I actually left that pretty neutral because I want the trees to pop on there. So I actually used one of the sheets that's intended to be a background sheet. It's yellow on the reverse side, really pretty. But that is what I picked for the vintage. Okay. Take a quick look at these trees, you guys. Look at how fun those are. So I did one in that argyle print, and then one in this other, the reverse of this print. It's just like a plaid. And then I cut the tree trunks and I just popped them up with a tiny bit of foam tape. I love this look so much. So I want to make sure I have plenty of room here for them, but this is my plan. Just kind of something like this, layer them up. So happy with how that turned out. For the photo mats, I went ahead and chose, this was actually an extra sheet in the kit. It wasn't a background sheet. It's got some kind of green and orange subtle lines on it. And I thought that's going to be really pretty photo mats. I will tell you, with the pictures that I plan to put on here, I may not even use the photo mats. So I'm not going to do final pictures of this layout until I pick up the photos that I want to use for this and finish this up, because I've got some darling pictures of a recent trip to the pumpkin farm with my granddaughter, and I may be able to just put those pictures straight on this dark brown black background. You don't always need mats, and with a background this dark and then the brightness of the photos that I know I'm going to be picking up, I can probably just go straight on the layout and maybe mat one or two just for emphasis. So check back and we'll see how that comes together. For this wagon, I went ahead and cut it kind of in a neutral tone, and I added a couple of pumpkin stickers I had. I just wanted something a little bit smaller. I had laid it out with a different, like a larger pumpkin, but then I decided I wanted those. Over here, I had cut this pick of the patch. That was one of the sentiment cards that I thought I wanted to use for this layout, and it was perfect, cut with this shape. And to really make that pop a little bit more, I cut this gourd in this nice bright paper. Okay. So once again, here's that idea. This paper really pops, right? It's very bright and it catches your eye. So you want this in more than one place. So I've got it here. It's here on this tree. And then I added one more bit on this acorn. So we want to make sure that we're keeping the eye moving. And when you're bringing in those brighter papers that are really going to get attention, make sure that you're balancing those out, okay, across your layout. So I would say for the last little bits that I want to add on here, I think I'll do some jute twine as an accent, maybe some little bows on these. I might be able to do another one here kind of on the handle, and then some jute on these just to kind of even bring in that country feel just a little bit more. But really happy with the colors of this kit. This background paper is such a beautiful deep brown. I love how that came together and just the way the colors play off of each other. So I hope that you are having a great time going through the videos in this hop. If you have not subscribed to my channel yet, but you're liking what you're seeing on here, I would love it if you would hit that subscribe button so that I can share some things with you in the future. And I wish you the best of luck in the giveaway this month. Have a great, great time. Talk to you later. Bye-bye. So I got my pictures back, and I just wanted to show you real quick kind of some of the decisions that I'll need to make as I'm putting this together. So you can see that this picture, like I can definitely cut it down and make it fit on the mat, no problem. Or I could mount it straight on that dark brown background because there's so much color in these pictures that they would be fine either way. So I'll probably do a little bit of a combination. I also wanted to show you just a quick kind of a demo of another way to use these photo mats. So obviously I design with them, and I lay them out on my layouts and make choices of where I'm going to put photos. But I was sitting here looking at this picture, and I knew that I had already created a spot for about a 3x3 photo. So I wanted to see if I could capture the piece of this that I really want to use. So I can just put that photo mat, I can see through it well enough to know before I cut anything if a 3x3 is going to work for that. So in this example, I don't want to cut this any smaller than the 3x3. So this is going to be one I'm going to choose to remove that mat and just have the photo because I want every inch that I can get of that picture. Okay. Same with this one. It's a picture of my daughter-in-law and my granddaughter. And I want to make sure that I can capture enough of them to really get the mood from the event. Okay. So just a couple of little tips. Again, I will finish getting this put together and I'll post pictures at the end of the video. Thanks for tuning in, you guys. Bye-bye.